Five. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the very first of the Lavazzi TARDIS time stream live streams. You probably have noticed we are joined by the wonderful, the one and the only Sophie Aldred, alias Ace. Sophie, thank you so much for being with us tonight, for joining us.
Oh, it's such a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much. I loved your little graphics. That was amazing when we came in. That was brilliant. Thank you.
There's
And
just
sorry, I had
something
a bit of
about
a problem because I was desperately pressing buttons and for the last 5 minutes, you know how it is, and trying to get into. Anyway, here I am now. Hurrah!
you survived the TARDIS in the 1980s. This should be no hurdle. Sophie, thank you so much for being here. I just want to say briefly before we dive in, before we get going, hello to everyone who's is joining us. So great to have you. We are going to be doing a giveaway during this stream. We're giving away a TARDIS diary and a calendar, a special Lavazzi bundle worth £17. And there's going to be details later on in the stream as to how you can enter. And we'll be announcing the winners tonight as well. So do stick around and stay with us. But without any further ado, Sophie, I imagine you've been interviewed quite a few times over the years.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
I'm going to try and ask you some questions that you may not have been asked
Oh,
so
goody.
much before. Chance that you probably will be asked some that you've been asked before. I'm not going to lie, but I'd like to try and get a couple of exclusives, maybe something you don't get on the Blu-ray box set. Sophie, I'm just fascinated. What does a typical day in the life of Sophie Aldred look like in
Oh,
2024? What
golly.
do you
Well,
get up to?
I think, as with many actors, I don't really have a typical day, because I can be doing so many different things. I was just thinking about it today. Actually, I'm so fortunate that I'm still playing the part of Ace after all these years. Um, and that's really kept me going because I know that it's been actually quite hard in recent years for actors. Um, Many of us have not had that much work. First of all came COVID, and then the writers' strike in the States, which it's funny, you might think, oh, it's over there, it didn't really affect people. But of course, and quite rightly too, it was a completely worthwhile strike. But it did mean that a lot of people couldn't work for a long time. And we thought there was going to be this sort of big resurgence after all that, and there'd be loads of work going around. But unfortunately, that's not really the case. So I'm very, very lucky to still have the Big Finish stuff I do, all the conventions, obviously, the circuit, which I absolutely love doing, and all the other Doctor Who related stuff that I do, like this as well. It's just it's very, very lucky. So I mean, I basically I get up, and I could be doing something completely different every day. It might be traveling to a convention, it might be going to a studio, it might be dodging into my airing cupboard to record an audio book.